internally displaced people and refugee camps.
We did that work. So
For a number of years.
yeah.
So it's one time.
All right, let's work. South Africa.
People who never moved to let them It's just us.
Okay,
And it looks like a really.
so is everybody ready? Okay, I'll call this meeting to order at 7:02 p.m. If you would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much, appreciate that. Hi, Cindy.
Hi.
We thought you weren't gonna be here.
You want your
I know I don't know who's from.
co-pilot?
I think it was like the last one that I wasn't gonna be at. I canceled my trip. So. Hi. Good to see you.
Okay. Looks like somebody's coming in to sign up, so, oh, okay. All right, so we will go on to roll call. Jamie, would you call the roll, please?
Mayor Queen Barnes.
Here?
Mayor Pro Tem Cindy Simpson.
Here.
Trustee Denise Bryan.
Here.
Trustee Manning.
Here.
Trustee Brent Porter.
Here.
Trustee Richard Burkhardt. Trustee Ed Hall.
Okay, we do have a quorum, so we will continue on. Next on the agenda is the approval of the agenda, and I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda as presented by staff.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Janice Bryant and a second by trustee Brent McWhorter to accept the agenda as presented by staff. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sound. Motion carries. Next is the approval of the minutes of the July 26, 2023 meeting, and I would entertain a motion.
I move we approve the minutes of July 26, 2023 as presented by staff.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Brent McWhorter and a second by trustee Denise Bryant to accept the minutes of July 26, 2023. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sound. Motion carries. Next is audience business, and do we have anybody here signed up? You're all on the agenda. Announcements, Heather.
I do have several announcements that I can share you. So you may have seen, so people going around town looking at trees. The tree board is working with the Forest Service on inventory of trees in town rights of way and in town parks and town properties. We will present that document to you when the project is complete. This is that federal CTC grant that you all approved last year for this project. We have published an RFP in the Marshall Office, and proposals will be presented to the board with the recommendation once that process is complete. We do not have executed your contract yet, but we want to get going and kind of run some of this stuff concurrently to see if we can keep that project moving. I'm currently looking at grants for the improvements to Boyle and the river access in Cottonwood Park. So you will be seeing grant applications at future meetings. I'm looking at Go Boyle Park, and I'm looking at Colorado Parks and Wildlife. They have a couple of different grants for Cottonwood Park. So you will be seeing those from staff when we figure out what we're doing with those. I think you all know that just in case, Congresswoman Bogart will be at Aspen Mall tomorrow for a site visit, and and a roundtable. I have submitted the list of attendees with their names and titles to David because the Congresswoman's office requested that. Senator Bridges will be in Cortez at the Cortez Chamber on August 31st at 12:30 for a listening session regarding the proposed state land use code. I believe you all, if you don't remember, I can resend it to you, but you all have signed a letter of opposition to that. So Senator Bridges will be touring this area August 31st and September 1st. They did indicate that he would like, he's holding these listening sessions for the general public. However, any trustees who want to attend, please let me know. I will absolutely attend that, and I'll figure out for staff if they want to go as well. So if you would like to attend that, please send me an email, because if I have 4 more, I can do that. The RFP for public art's been published by the Creative District, so the deadline for that is August 11th, so you will be seeing those proposals for you at a future meeting in the near future. I just wanted to remind you of that. August 24th at 7 o'clock is the regional board meeting at the community center. Most of you have responded. And then our appeal, our wastewater treatment plant is proceeding on schedule. So we filed our agreement, the defendant has until August 21st to respond, and then a couple of other things. So as I have information to bring to you, we'll schedule an executive session in the future meeting. And then Terry.
August 18th and 19th is our last halfway for this year. From 8 to 5. And that's 30 yards out.
That is all we have on Sunday.
I do have something here on my desk. Can somebody explain this to me?
Marshall.
I have no idea. We just did. We're the first losers.
The first what?
Losers.
Silver.
So, I don't think silver is a loser. Because,
Not gold.
well, this is presented to the Mancos Marshal's Office for Excellence in Online Training Management. We'll just shoot for gold next year, okay? But I think this is pretty impressive. So, I keep forgetting to bring my thing in. I thought maybe she might bring my new one yesterday, but she didn't, so. Oh, do you want to tell about CML being here? JD?
CML was here yesterday. They're hitting all the municipalities since their 100 years. They helped us with cupcakes and cookies. So they're going to establish. But they're taking pictures of it on their website, so ours is already up on there. They stopped by the town.
Jamie's daughter took pictures of us. I got to come by for a few minutes. It was nice. Anything else? Anybody else have anything? Okay. Okay, moving right along, the Treasurer's Report, July bills and claims. Anybody have any questions?
I don't really have a question, I just, well, I guess I do. I had asked last time, whether they were having, the staff was having a retype everything and put it in a table with lines, and they were. So this is what comes out of the system, right? I think it looks fine. Y'all think it looks fine?
Yeah, very nice.
And it saves however much time every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So,
it's easy to read.
yeah, I think let's just go with this. So I like it. And therefore, I move we approve bills and claims in format and content.
A second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Cindy Simpson and a second by Trustee McManning to accept the July bills and claims in context and in format. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sound. Okay, motion carries. Next on the agenda is our committee reports. Montezuma County Commissioner update. Gerald, you're up.
Things have been really kind of slow at Montezuma County, if you want to know the truth of the matter. We didn't even have a workshop this week. We just had a regular meeting on Tuesday morning, and it lasted about 3 hours, and most of it was taken up by one public hearing. So actually, we've just been working on budgets and stuff right now and trying to get that all worked out and figure out where we're gonna be with this new appeals process. We didn't end up with near as many tax appeals as we thought we would. We mostly handled them all one afternoon, so it wasn't as bad. I think, I don't know what's gonna happen with that whole deal when it all gets done, but if you read that whole bill, why, I think the future is where it's gonna make a big change in things. Not right now. It's gonna work into it over the next few years, so people are gonna get an awakening, I'm afraid. We started our Colorado River Task Force. There's a 17-member task force that was appointed to make recommendations on what to do as far as the drought conditions on the Colorado River. We're supposed to recommend legislation for Colorado, the state of Colorado, how to handle our situation if there ever is a call on the river or if this drought continues. We had one meeting, a virtual meeting, and mainly it was the introduction of everybody. Tomorrow we have a meeting in Denver at noon for 3 hours. We'll see where that's gonna go. I don't know. What worries me is that what they're proposing and what they're paying some of these people not to use their water is going to wreck communities. Because when you start paying people not to use their water, not to plant their crops, not to use their equipment, pretty soon your seed dealers go out of business, your equipment dealers go out of business. It changes your whole community. So I think there has to be some really stiff sideboards put on any program they do. Because otherwise, every time you pay people not to work and not to take care of their stuff, it never has worked out real well, in my opinion. So I think that's one of the things we really have to be careful with at this task force. What recommendations we bring forward to the state. So other than that, it's about what's going on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next is the Montezuma County Planning Commission, and they meet tomorrow night, and don't see anything on there that will affect us. I know I will be attending that meeting. Region 9.
Region 9 had their meeting. A lot goes on, so let me just kind of start with, and then I'll finish some of it the next meeting. But so they spent time talking about their finances and their loans that they're loaning out and different loan officers, and then they talk a lot about their financial statement and like delinquent loans and so on. In 2024, the membership dues are going to change. So I can forward that to Heather. I'm sure they'll get to her. So for the municipalities, our membership will be a little bit different. Also, what was really, I thought was, so we talked a lot about their enterprise zone, and Crow Canyon brought theirs, and so they were approved. So that was a really neat presentation. And Fort Lewis College Foundation, they're putting together a nursing program, and they applied also, and they also got approved, along with more of a cultural pavilion at cultural gardens and a new pavilion at Fort Lewis. So then they spent quite a bit of time, and I'll probably report more about that so I can understand it a little bit better, on their broadband and housing and transportation. So that was, we talked about how they were really hoping for this loan for the broadband. So it was the NTIA, and they didn't get it. So apparently Governor Hickenlooper and his staff really was helping Region 9 and looking into it. And so really, the reason Region 9 is kind of figuring out is they weren't funded because it appeared that they weren't financially strong to complete the project. So I think this is going back to reinvent how and maybe another way to do this, but there's a lot of out there with different broadband, and different counties are moving ahead and so on. And so as far as the other stuff, like transportation and stuff, I'll report back to you next meeting. And Jason was there. Is there anything big?
I mean, really, I'll just add the reason why they did that grant is because they need, whoever the applicant was, needed to have a letter of So, I mean, that's the biggest struggle, and the new funding that's going to be coming out pretty soon for broadband also has that same stipulation. So right now, Shaq, Region 9 is kind of leading the charge, trying to get our folks in Congress to have some conversations around allowing pavilions to opt out of that requirement. Otherwise, these grants are going to full profit ISPs. So that's kind of the background of how that. So we're Region 9's grant. Well-written grant, and we got a lot of great information on it as a region, and we can use that for other applications.
Thank you.
And there will be an item on the next agenda regarding another requirement, so you guys will see that for the next agenda.
Okay. Next is CDOT and.
That's tomorrow.
Tom-
TPRD is tomorrow. I'll take that meeting with Richards.
Okay, and the Mancos Planning Commission?
Haven't had a meeting since the last time we saw you.
And the August meeting was canceled.
So I guess it was canceled, so, yeah. So I'll have an update in September.
Okay. All right, so moving right along to our discussion and action items. The first one is to reappoint Patty Harpham to the tree board. Heather?
She currently serves on the Main Tree Board, and her term is up. At their July meeting, the tree board did recommend the appointment of Patty Hartman to the tree board to serve as a 3 week.
Any questions or anything, anybody? I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we reappoint Patty Harpin to the Mancos Tree Board.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Denise Bryant and a second by trustee Brent McWhirter to reappoint Patty Harpin to the tree board. Jamie, would you call the roll, please?
Mayor Pro Tem Cindy Simpson.
Aye.
Trustee James Bryan.
Aye.
Trustee Dennis.
Aye.
Trustee Brett McWhirter.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Next is the ordinance 776, series 2023, banning the sale of cats and dogs from pet stores. Heather?
You have discussed this several times. It was first brought before the Joint Audience Business in June. We did talk about it in July, and you reviewed the draft ordinance and wanted us to bring it back to you for official approval. So there were no changes from last time.
Anybody have any questions or anything on it? Okay, I would entertain a motion.
I move we approve ordinance 776, series 2023, ordinance adding a new article 11 to chapter 6 of the Mancos Municipal Code to provide for the prohibition of sale of dogs and cats that originated from a puppy mill or passed through a broker.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Brent McWhirter and a second by trustee Denise Bryant to approve ordinance number 776, series 2023, an ordinance adding a new article 11 to chapter 6 of the Mancos Municipal Code to provide for the prohibition of the sale of dogs and cats that originated from a puppy mill or passed through a broker. Jamie, would you call the roll?
Mayor Pro Tem Cindy Simpson. Aye. Trustee James Bryan.
Aye.
Trustee Dennis.
Aye.
Trustee Brett McWhirter.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Okay, next on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is the Student Trustee Liaison Program.
Yes, this is something that you all discussed at the board retreat. So Jason's been working on this and Jamie found some information for us. I know Jason's been liaising with the school on this project. They have received this information for their feedback, to provide feedback to us. So I would like for you to provide any feedback that you have. Generally, the way we would like it to work, if the board approves, is we would like the school to promote and accept applications and choose a student. And then the town will take over. So basically, they would be a non-voting member of the board of trustees. They would attend board meetings, they would provide updates on whatever's happening in the school. Anytime I send an email to the trustees, most of the time they will receive a copy of it and that kind of thing. So I guess what we're looking for is the information, the program information that we presented in the application information. Is there anything specific that you do not like in here or any suggestions that you would like to have? And are you okay with the scholarship of up to $200?
The only question is maybe some wordage, and I should have got this to you sooner, but I've been busy with doctors, is in the first paragraph up there, should the town be capitalized?
Yes.
Okay. And then in the sentence that starts with, you will also be able to give your opinion on new developments, ordinances and events. So add the word to, then next to the last sentence in the first paragraph. You will also be able to give.
Oh, got it. Okay, sorry.
Okay. And then if chosen, I don't know that the needs to be capitalized, but the Board of Trustees, I like that. But other than that, I thought it was well written. I'm excited to have a student be interested in coming to join us. Does anybody? Go ahead, Brent.
I have a question. If the term for them starts in August, but applications aren't due until September, wouldn't we want to switch that maybe till after the term starts, after the application time?
Highlighted because I would like the school to give me some feedback. How crazy is the beginning of the year? Can they do it by August or September or October? So I'm waiting a little bit for the school to give me some feedback on the dates or whatever works for them.
Okay.
So,
That was my thought, was like,
Yeah.
just change it to like October 1st or something.
yeah, I have those highlighted because I specifically, we specifically want their feedback.
Okay, cool.
I have a question.
Yes.
And we might want to just call this out, what about executive sessions?
Oh, yeah, they cannot attend executive session. And I think that is probably in statute. Right?
Okay.
They're not elected, they're not a board of trustee member, they're a liaison, they're a student
Okay.
liaison.
Okay,
So,
They're not voting.
as long as it's spelled out somewhere, right? Okay.
but we will, what I'm planning on doing is giving them a binder, the new trustees, just that same kind of thing, talking about emails and communication, open records and open meetings and that kind of stuff.
I think it's a great idea.
I do too. And I'd like to see it grow from
This is your idea, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm just not to toot our own horn, but I just think it's a great idea that we're doing this, and it's a way to get somebody involved.
I'd like to see it grow and maybe the scholarship go up each year or something because if they actually participate and do, maybe they'll be sitting here where we're sitting right now and we can encourage them a little bit more, a little bit more money, but I think it's a great idea.
Well, once this is out there, what I would like to do and what I have intended on the calendar is after the school year, kind of have a workshop with the board and the school to see how it went, or, some kind of after action report to see what we can do next year. Because it's the first year, so I'm sure there will be hiccups and things to work out.
That's right.
Yeah. So
I don't need a motion or anything right now, is this acceptable to everybody?
I think that's a good idea. More than happy with it. Next is our second quarter work plan and financial update. Where do you guys sleep?
I don't think the department has.
I keep looking at all this stuff and just seeing what you guys are doing, and then, you know, we see you guys on the streets around town, and you're always busy, and things are getting done. Our town looks beautiful, you know. And I know we've got some issues in town, but it seems like our marshal's office is handling everything tremendously, and I don't know, I just wonder when you guys sleep.
Yeah, I got tired just reading the plan.
Yeah.
So
I do have a
I'm
question.
amazed that this is all happening. It's great.
Yes.
I continually raise the weapon.
I know we had moved up the priority of the IT room, the server room.
Working on that.
Is that still?
It's actually, we're working on that now. Cover air for the splitter, and this is Terry's managing the project, for the splitter unit. I think the bid was $7,800, and then we're getting a bid from the electric company to install some outlets and the electricity needed for the splitter unit. I'm assuming it's fuse box or something. Oh, $500 for that. It's under the purchasing authority for you guys.
Cool.
So once the project is complete, it will actually be able to be used as a CNL for broadband, a carrier neutral location for broadband. So that was the first step in the process. So it's currently underway. Terry's working on it. Yeah, we've got our bids, we're just scheduling things.
And
To
then,
get that out of your office.
Yes, and as soon as that is done, Mercedes and I, because Mercedes is assisting me with IT, Mercedes and I will be working with NetForce we need to upgrade our server and that kind of thing. So once I have firm bids on that and timelines and that kind of stuff, we'll bring you the info.
Cool.
So far, everything is under that $15,000 threshold, but we'll keep you guys posted. So that's great. Yeah.
we're still waiting on some supplies for the tank, is that right?
Yeah, that's expected to be in, I believe, in September. I just have to do an update to DOLA and, did it and then we filed it. So I think it's September, should be done by December is what the current plan is.
Terry's shaking his head.
Yeah, Catherine is absolutely on top of it, and SG is doing a great job, so that kind of frees us up to do some other stuff while she takes care of keeping all the other stuff moving. Once activity starts, Terry's there once a week, he's there, actually, they meet once a week, he's there daily, but while there's no activity, we can turn it over to our consultant so we can do some other stuff while that's happening.
Just a shout out and thank Jason for, your job, this work plan is new from the past, and gosh, you just jumped right in, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it's everything you're doing, thank you. It's wow. And then just one question on the economic development micro website. Is that on our town
It's
website?
called doing business.
It's what?
It's called doing, the heading's called.
Oh yeah, doing business. Okay, so
Click
it's.
in there, and there's several pages in there that have it.
I'll take a look. Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you again because all those projects are pretty new that haven't come
Well,
to.
Rachel Marshmax is the one for that website. It's
Oh.
great, right?
She started it.
Yeah. I've just been building more.
It's not really funny.
So
She
we're-
started it.
I know. She started.
She started the project, so Jason is absolutely.
Yeah.
Take credit.
Yeah.
So also, who's doing we changed our Facebook something?
Yes, so way back when this was set up, I'm not sure which administrator it was set up under, but it was a while ago. It was just a regular page, and then Facebook changed something, and and whatever. So Mercedes has set up a government page for us because I don't know how to use Facebook. I'm not a big social media user. So Mercedes set up an actual government page, and we have on our old page, once a week for the next 4 weeks, it's going out that, hey, we're transitioning to this new page. And Mercedes did say it started to hit because everybody's switching over to that new page.
And she's I'll use Heather's words, a little bit more warm and fuzzy. It's really nice, you know, to see some of the things. I'd like to see her maybe post a picture of the CML coming down on that. I think that would be nice to be out there for the community to know that they were here and things like that. Just, again, it's more for the town and letting them know what we're doing. And so I think pictures around of when the tank starts and I don't know, Justin isn't happy with this award, but I think that ought to go on there and
I don't
With
know.
a picture.
Yeah, I don't know who took over the county website or the county Facebook lately, but the post they've been doing about the bridge work over on Alkali Creek is hilarious if you
Yes, it
haven't
is.
seen them.
yes. It is
Because people have been trying to go around the construction site there and everything. So it was like the most passive aggressive post I've seen in a long time, but it was hilarious at the same time. And it got like huge response. People loved it. So I don't know who did that, but it's really funny. I think it's the Road and Bridge Department maybe because they're fed up with people asking to just go through where the bridge is out,
Can we just go down there and take pictures?
like take a shortcut.
It's stupid, but
It's like, no, you cannot take a shortcut. This is why.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
did see
hilarious.
that. It was.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was really funny.
But yeah, things like that just, to me, it made me stop and actually read it. You know, things like that.
Yeah, Mercedes is awesome about posting, and I'm just not, I don't think about it, I don't generally have time, and I'm not warm and fuzzy, so yeah.
But she is, and so
She's
just,
been-
she's doing a great job, so tell her that she's doing a great job, just add a little bit more and add some,
A little spice to it.
little spice to it every
Not-
once in a while, you
not
know, so, yeah, it was good. Very
And
pleased.
shout out to Terry that you do a lot.
Yeah.
You really do a lot. And just recently, you know, putting the streets are looking way better. And so you and your staff are awesome.
And you're short 2 right now, you're gonna be short 3 here soon, are you going to?
Short three, what?
Oh, okay, well, I thought the one boy went to college, what was his name?
Oh,
And
well,
then,
that was our seasonal parks guy, so
Oh, okay.
the season's ending,
okay,
so our seasonals are, but we are short one full-time permanent position in public works.
Okay.
I believe there's some interviews happening,
okay,
so.
I thought the kid that was a student last year, and he's gone, and then the 2 students one's already gone and one's leaving us, so that's why I was saying 3, but the seasonals.
Those are seasonals.
Those are seasonal, okay, yeah, okay.
Give Terry a heart attack.
I know.
Yeah, Terry's like.
I got your attention, you're not sleeping no more, are you, Jerry?
So why does his eyes and videos everything?
Wow, great job.
Yeah, great job. Okay, so next on the agenda is items for the August 23rd, 2023 agenda and our workshop to be determined.
We will have something for you. And then the comprehensive plan and that broadband letter of credit discussion. And then what I would like to do is put the 2024 budget on there for a discussion. There have been slight changes, everything is now balanced, I put capital in there, that kind of thing. So I figured we could do that, and then there won't be some significant changes to the budget until third quarter. So that's what, but I'll put that on for discussion at least. One of the things for the workshop is going to be the trustee compensation discussion that you guys asked about. I have some information from other municipalities on what their trustees and their mayor make, so I figured we'll talk about that in the workshop, and then maybe there's something else we can talk about. So that's why I figured I'd put the budget on the actual agenda as a discussion. See what happens.
This doesn't need to be on the agenda, but maybe somebody could close that
Yeah, I saw
item
Yeah,
before it falls on somebody's head.
we will do that. Yeah, we will do that. We'll do that. Okay.
Hollywood did a whole movie
Don't
about
go
that.
hiking then.
All set.
Okay, anybody else have anything else? Then I would make a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Okay, we're adjourned.
Next week.